Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to Megaquarium. Last episode we made a start on this map, however since then I have made it a little bit bigger. I've spent just about 10,000 monies on making this into a 51 by 51 area instead of what it was last time, a 33 by 33. I got the feeling that we're actually going to need to make this place a little bit bigger than I first thought in order to put everything in. You can see on here we're actually making a fairly decent amount of money already. We're making like 1,547 a day and we've hardly put anything in there, to be honest. We've put some stuff in this tank but not a huge amount. Once this finishes, this the yellow and blue grouper that we've got here, we're actually going to want to go and backfill some of these things here, because we've got like the azure demoiselle, the orchid dotty back here, we've got a soldier fish, blue line dotty back in 4, we've got fox-faced rabbitfish, Volton's lionfish and hermit crab. In here we've got a coral beauty, but that's the one I was looking for before, and in rank 6 we've got another sturgeon fish. So I'm going to go for the sturgeon fish straight away so that we can get him into the tank, and then we will have this one completed with 3 sturgeon fish in a single tank. We can put that one in there and then we can basically put this tank to bed. It's on 27 out of 56 at the moment, so it does have a little bit more space in it, but we're not really going to need to put much more in it other than that other sturgeon fish, so that'll be absolutely fine. So there we go, there is the yellow and blue grouper now unlocked. So we can pick the next research and we're going to go for this sturgeon fish. That might actually not take too long to research. So in the meantime we're going to have a look at a new tank. With this I'm going to go for something similar than we've done before. And I want to make a 5x5 lagoon tank in here. We're going to press pause while we do this because, actually, tell you what I'll do. I will quickly wall this off. I will move you out of there and we'll unpause. So we've got this ticking away whilst we're going in, whilst we're doing this. I think we've got enough money now so that we can actually start using these power pumps. So I'll stick that in there, connect it up. And also I want to start trying to future-proof stuff so we only have to buy things once. In here I actually want to go for a chilled pool. I want to start getting some of the chilled fish in straight away. So just one of these will be more than enough for this, and even if we have another one it'll be more than enough for that as well. Thinking ahead, I actually want to put this down here. We will increase your talking, Gabri, definitely, that's good. And we'll put it down here so that we can put another one in on this side as well, if we want to. If we want to have 2 different chilled ones over here. So also we're going to need the, it seems a shame actually because we've got this being researched. We should really wait for this to be researched. So I will do that. I will wait for that. Which kind of means, no I won't, because if I do, if I wait, then we're not going to get anything in there because we're not in pause. So we'll do that for now. We can upgrade it later on. Now in this pool, what do we want? Cold water stuff. I could do besieged crustaceans and starfish. So we can't do this and starfish. We can do this one, crustaceans and starfish. Aha, there's the sturgeon fish straight away. Because I did really want to try and put one of these common lobsters in. I think that common lobster will actually be okay with it. But should we start backfilling some of these? Let's get some of these nice simple ones, because these just go straight away. Let's do that. Let's backfill some of these ones as well. This one will go really quickly. There we go. And a dotty back. There we go. Rank 4 now, we will go for the lionfish, and we'll wait for this one to research. And while we're doing that, we can have a look for a couple more things we want in here. So I think I may go for a common cuttlefish and a turbot. I think the common cuttlefish definitely. Does need high skill, it needs sand eels. There's the lionfish done. Let's go for this one next. So let's put this, where was it again? Common cuttlefish in there for now. We need the sand eels. So place that in there. And we need a bit of rock in here. So we can do that simply with one of them. Now I can't get to it, so we will need to now demolish these walls. And that will relieve that. We'll sell all of them off. The nice thing about doing that with walls is they cost 5 to put up and they cost 5 to delete as well. So you don't actually lose anything from selling the walls. There's the rabbit fish done. We'll get the last of the tier 4 stuff with the crab. So that is this one open now. He's generating a lot more science for us. Now we can actually put another couple in. So we could go for I quite like the idea of this lump sucker. So let's go for one of you. Now we're going to need the mussels in there and a bit more rock. So we will put some more rock in. And we'll go for feeding. We need a mussel dispenser, put that in there. I think I will actually as well put a staff door just in here, just for sake of argument, so that these can be fed a bit easier. So otherwise I've got to come out of the toilets to be able to feed them. Doesn't sound too great. We do actually have the sturgeon fish now, don't we? So we can add that one in and complete another thing for the another one of these missions, side missions. So we will go for the sturgeon fish. We have the Achilles sturgeon fish, the fox. This one is as well, but this one doesn't like being in with anything with that eats green pellets, and other things in here do eat green pellets, so instead we'll go for the surgeon fish there. That completes that quest. We'll press pause, we will move, oops, we will click on here and actually move it from here. We'll move this one out of the way, can actually put that one in there for now. And in the back of here I'm going to put I need 4, don't I? So that will be, what could I do? Could do 2 kelp, or I could do one of these, or I could do, if this will give me 6, won't it? So that'll be fine. So we've got some eelgrass at the back. I might want to move some of this down a bit. It might look a bit weird. But we're now back up to like 13,000 gold, so I'm going to call it gold rather than dollars. Sounds easier to say in a game. I might put another tank in here, connected up to this. There's the mega double heater. And the U-tank. I quite like the idea of doing the U-tank actually. It seemed to be fairly effective when I did it testing out in my last one. There's the coral beauty we'll now add into this one, and another lionfish. So a coral beauty can go into this tank as well. Coral beauty there. It is a wimp. Do we have anything that's a bully in here? Just have a quick look through. That one isn't. That one isn't. Nope. No. Get rid of them. And this one is. Right, we can't put a... which one was it? Yeah, we can't put the coral beauty into that tank because it'll just die. Can't go into this tank either, so we are going to need another tank, and it will actually be a hot water one, or a tropical water one. So now we're up to rank 7 stuff. We're going to go for the bull huss, and I might put this bull huss into this tank with the cuttlefish and that tiny little fish. With you, we'll go for your fixing. So let's build... No, let's wait until we've got the U-tanks, and then I think what we will do is remove these two completely, get rid of these as well. So I will move this into there, move that into there, and that, and then finally this one, well not finally, this one to there, and then we can sell that one and that one. We don't need those at all. They were supposed to be like starting feeder tanks, but we don't really need them. What we can do is start building up some of those. I quite like the idea of having little pods in here, so we will have a pod of the U-tanks here, another pod over here, another pod over here, and another pod over here. And we might be able to have, depending on how big they are, 9 pods in total. That'll actually be 36 tanks. That's a huge amount of tanks. So the lump sucker has grown. We're starting to get more reputation from those. That's brilliant. So we'll see what we can do with those U-style tanks. I quite like the idea of using those in this quite extensively. We're probably overusing them. While we're waiting for all of that, I suppose we can get on with some of the other stuff in here. We have the guidebooks, so we can add those in. We just add one thing in for now, and we'll put the guidebook supply into there, and we will bring this down in price down to 6. We have common cuttlefish has grown up to size 13, so that will serve these guys fine for now. They are really enjoying these balloons though, so we'll probably empty out these ones quite quickly as well. Let's go for a fizzy drinks machine in here, get a fizzy drinks machine in, and we will reduce the price of this down to 7, keep everybody happy. There is the bull huss. We'll go for another one of these, bubble tip anemone, because we can add that one into this tank quite easily. Now can this take, yes it can, there's only 19 points in there. That can take this bull huss fairly easily. So we can do that. And then we can add in, just press pause, the cockles and the supplement. So we want supplement, and we want cockles, there we go. That's you happy. So let's just grab in some stuff now. We'll just place it down fairly randomly, but we know what we are going to need. So we don't have anything else for these. We're going to need to backfill some of this. So we get the Kreisel tank, we get the balloon shelf, there's the coffee machine, we get deluxe toilets. We've got a fair few things to backfill. Sturgeon fish has grown to a size 18. We're going to have to press pause here because this is no longer good enough. We knew it wasn't going to be good enough for that long. So instead we will grab one of these big ones, shove that there, and that'll be fine. What I might do as well actually while I'm thinking about it is get rid of that and add in add in a mega heater to there. So that will be fine to give heat and filtration to this for a long time. So if we don't have that, we don't really have much else to add in. I suppose over here we could add a podium, and we will put this for bull huss talk at 3 o'clock every 2 days. That's actually going on now, so Gabri should be coming out. There you are. You are the new Emma, and we do have Romeo in this list, I think. No, it's Dante, wasn't it? It was the other one. Let's just have a look through these. Memory is very good for fixing and talking. Precision is very good for fixing. You're going to be an amazing fixer. I'm going to hire you. Sven, Olive, Jim, Kiki, Isla, Anna, Yvette, Sven. I think I'll save my money for now. Yes, U-tank. Good. So we'll go back to rank 7 and we will unlock the balloon shelves. And now I suppose we should get the first of our U-tanks in. Bubble tip and enemies done. We'll go for a clownfish. You're nice and easy to add in places. You will carry on learning your cleaning. And we'll go for a... Where's the U-tank? There's the U-tank. Add you into there. Just press pause for a second. And let's wall off this. And move you out of there. And you, because you're needed. Oh, didn't actually block this off fully. So it goes down to there. And you need to move out. Now we need to hook this one up to there. So now we have a second cold water tank we can add stuff into here. Now these things eat the crustaceans, so I want this to be a crustacean pond. So lumpsucker's grown again to size 10. Let's have a look what we can add in straight away. All of that is tropical. We could go for the Atlantic pollock in this. No, the Atlantic pollock would go in this one really, wouldn't it? Size 9 to 16, yeah, that would go into there. But I think that might be the last one we actually add into that tank. What else do we have? We don't actually have anything else to add into there. There's the balloon shelf, excellent. Now we will unlock the copper band toy shelf. So all of that stuff gives massive amounts of reputation over time. So I can't really decide what to add into here. I don't think there's much we can add in. You want to be Gabri, definitely talking. Bullhuss has grown to size 21. I really hope this tank doesn't overfill. It's on... what is it on? It is on 53 out of 88. No, it won't. It'll be fine. But this is a chill tank, and we don't really have that much to add into it. We have... What don't we have yet? We have a bullhuss. We have a pollock. We have a cuttlefish. We have a lumpsucker. And we don't have a turbot. But again, that might go into that tank. And I think for now, it will do. Until it tells me otherwise, that'll go into there. So we don't actually need this attached. So let's detach tank 5. There's the clownfish. Now we could get a crab. And that would go into this tank. But what with? A crab, a lobster... and maybe some of the cold water things, the corals and stuff, and some starfish. That might be an idea. Because the other starfish, the regular starfish, is cold water. Yeah, let's try that. Let's get the crab. Let's grab the crab. And I suppose once they are... That's going to take a while. So yeah, we're going to make this into a heated tank. So let's grab one of those. Let's get a heater on that side. And a filter onto there. And now we can actually add some of the stuff into here. Now these lionfish are going to need to be in a very, very small tank. Because they can go together, but just two fish in a tank and that'll be it. So they'll be in a very, very small tank. In fact, we could do that very, very simply. Now, in fact. We'll go for the popcorn. Because we can just get a basic tank. we can add that tank. Nope. We can add that tank to there if it was a little bit closer. Let's see. Bring it one closer. This is just to get them into the actual, just into the aquarium, so we've got them. And then it will be the Volton's lionfish. No, actually, it does need to be a bit higher than this. This only holds 8. Wow, that's tiny. Right, so let's go for the smallest lagoon tank we can get. That's better. So we will move you into there. That's better. And we will delete you. We will bring you down to there. And we will add this guy, add a tank there. We need a little bit of driftwood in there, and we need the other guy in there as well. So that is the fuzzy dwarf lionfish. We can add you in, and that's it. That's all we need in that tank. That's so simple. We can actually add in some of the other stuff in there as well. Let's see, we can go for, that is in this one. Let's stick a skull in there, and a lantern. I suppose we need a little bit of greenery, so I'll add a single sea lettuce in the centre there, and that'll be fine. Atlantic pollock is going up to size 16. This is now on 68 out of 88. We still should be fine. This lump sucker doesn't particularly like stuff. Why not? Are you hungry? That is the question. Let's get rid of you and you and you and you and have a look. So you are... Oh, there's a mussel eater present. What else eats mussels? A turbot. Right. So we don't want the turbot in there. Well, I suppose, do we want the turbot or do we want the other one? I'm going to grab the lobster now. So lump sucker is 7 prestige, and the turbot is... Yeah, the lump sucker is just better than the turbot, to be honest. So let's delete the turbot out of there. And then that is now this tank probably fully done. We may stick a coral in there at some point. So this guy is a heated tank out here. So we want heated fish for this. Not too hot, I hope. And I was thinking about trying to complete this tank in here. So we want a scavenger, a plant lover, a wimp, and the coral beauty is the first part of that. We're starting to get some pretty good members of staff as well. Just press pause, gets the things in here so it doesn't complain too much. That'll be fine there. And we need to actually unlock this area now. So we will demolish all of this. And all of this over here. There we go, we can open this up. So we've got the coral beauty in there. That is a wimp. We want a scavenger in there. Now the scavengers are things like the starfish. Which we... Oh, is this one? This is a crustacean, but it's not necessarily a scavenger. Scavengers are the starfish. So as soon as this lobster is... has been researched, then we'll go for the starfish and that will research, that'll get that. And we want a plant lover. So what is classed as a plant lover? I'm not too sure. There's the Dulux toilet. We will go for the large nitrate reactor, and then we've just got to backfill a couple of things in there. We're nearly coming to the end of the research actually, for the science stuff, which is pretty good. So we'll just wait for this to go through. We'll grab a starfish and stick it in here and see where we're up to. Okay, so finally we've got the marbled serpent starfish researched, so we'll pick the next one. We've only got a couple more in here. We'll go for the moray eel, and I'll just pause this for a second and just show you what I've changed. Just move that down to there. So I've added in a couple of tanks here and moved all of this around a little bit to create this kind of U-shape at the top. And I've added in, well, I've moved this cold water tank down to the front here. So we've got a podium front and centre across these 5 tanks here. So these 5 tanks are going to do us for a fair while. We're going to start adding stuff into these. Until we do, I have walled them off though. And I think finally this episode though, we're going to stick this starfish into the tank just here, because at the moment we've got a coral beauty. The coral beauty is a wimp and also a plant lover, so we're just looking for the scavenger to go in. We do that, that completes that quest, and we get a big boost in the base prestige, and that may end up tipping us over into 9 if we can just add in a couple of more fish into these tanks and get this lot open. But that is where I'm going to leave it for today, so thank you very much for joining me today. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.